Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today I'm gonna give you the top 10 point guards in NBA 2K24 MyTeam, but before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. It's like of the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put you know the game for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video, okay? So, first and foremost, as y'all know with my top 10s, you have to be a primary position point guard, okay? So, excuse me, if there's any shooting guards that has a secondary position as a point guard, I will not have you on this list, just because it's just a lot of the reason. Okay, some people say like, well, why don't you put shooting guards? Because it's all up for interpretation, right? You might think that person is you might think a shooting guard might be a point guard, but he's really not. And you know, to me, I just think it's better just to go ahead and be like, you know what, the game says this is a point guard. Let's just keep it like that. Let's take the confusion out, because some people will see somebody at the shooting guard spot and be like, yo, I've never put him at point guard. Why is he on this list? Well, now there's not much of a debate. It's like, yo, he's a point guard. So, you know, if you want him on the list or not, he's a point guard because that's what the game says. He's a point guard, okay? Primary position, okay? So, anywho, without further ado, let's get straight into the list. Number 10 is going to be Luka Doncic, and the only reason why I feel like he's just not as high as he is from other people is just his SIGs and his jumper. His jumper is not as quick as the other people on the list, and his SIGs are not as great, and of course his defense is not going to be there. Everybody that knows me knows how, when I play, I value defense more than anything for my point guard spot, because I usually try to create somewhere else, usually with my shooting guard and my center, because I have 100 overall Kareem, and of course my small forwards. But really it's my shooting guard and my center that I try to get my points with. So I don't really try to, my point guard really needs to be able to score, but I'm play defense, but I know other people really want, you know, their guard to be the primary scorer, and that's cool. I play a lot of unlimited, and of course everybody comes on the court, they're PG trying to do P and roll and stuff. Me, I come down with my shooting guard trying to do the point P and roll. So it's just about preference. But other than that, he's a really good card. He's tall, you know, but it's just, again, slower release, not as great as the SIGs, and defense is not as big, okay? So now let's go to my number 9. My number 9 is going to be somebody that I use for the longest, and I still think he's very relevant, and that's going to be Oscar Robertson. Again about Oscar Robertson is he has a really good release, he has really good SIGs, and at the end of the day, he just has good defense, okay? And to me, that's what I'm always going to value. It's funny how this pink diamond has been so valuable all this time. It came out in February. And I just don't have anything bad to say about this card. Obviously he is pink diamond, but just imagine if he was a Galaxy Opal like this, he would probably be the best PG in the game, right? Just because of his versatility, you know, the rebound and everything that he does, you know what I'm saying? So this is why I have him at my number 9. At number 8 is going to be my man. Where are you at? I got to go back one more. It is going to be Sidney Moncrief, right? Actually, no. Sidney Moncrief's the shooting guard. Am I right? Why did I put him on my list if I have him as shooting guard? All right, boom. That's not the case. We're going to number 7. Number 7 is going to be John Wall. Okay, so John Wall, as that was a glitch, is to me. If John Wall was 6'5", he would be up there as far as one of the best PGs. He has one of the quickest releases in the game. He has, you know, he has one of the best. He has the best step back in the game. He has some of the top SIGs in the game. I mean, he has Kyrie Irving dribble style. Everything about John Wall is just really great from slashing, but it just happens that he can be a very good shooter also now with the way that the game gave him a 92 3-ball. His defense is absolutely pristine. You know what I'm saying? He's fast. You know, his tendencies are good, pass interception and on ball steal. Like, there's so much about him that I like, that for a good amount of time he came off my bench in unlimited. And everybody know, well, you know, when it comes to unlimited, I like tall point guards. But he was just so good defensively. I was just like, bro, I gotta put him in. So to me, he would be higher than what he is, but at the end of the day, he's still a great card. It's just that he's 6'3", and it's just unfortunate that tall PGs are favored here. Speaking of tall PGs, we're gonna go up my man Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the number 6 spot. And the thing about this is that he is just a bucket. So he's an offensive. He has really good animations, a good smooth release, high releasing shot, and a lot of people in Unlimited still use him as his primary point guard. I don't feel like he's the best offensive PG. We're going to talk about the best offensive PG in a second, but he's really strong, and he doesn't crack my top 10 just because the other individual I feel like just has a little bit better SIGs and a better release, but he has a really good leaner. Okay, so his leaner is really good. The other one doesn't, but he's taller, and now that we can talk about it, let's go ahead and look at him. That is going to be my man Kade Cunningham. Now, some people overvalue Kade Cunningham for some reason, but he doesn't have a good leaner. So to me, I value leaner better, but the only reason why he's over Shai Gilgeous is because he just has, to me, he can get to the bucket. His SIGs are just really strong. So he does have Steph Curry dribble style. Like, he has Trae Young escape. And then, of course, when you come down here, he has John Wall step back. So to me, I feel like, it's just night and day. Obviously, Shai Gilgeous doesn't have the quickest release as Kade Cunningham. So to me, I just feel like that's the reason why I have him there. He's also a little bit better defensively, in my opinion, because he is taller. But that is about as far as it goes between them. It's splitting here. So I can see people want to put Kade above Shai or Shai above Kade, right? But we still have a better offensive PG, probably the best offensive PG in the game. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But number 4 is going to be my man. Now, this is where you start talking about my players, the players that I actually have on my lineup. And that is going to be Jason Kidd, okay? So Jason Kidd is an absolute demon. He's the second best defensive PG on this game. I do not have the best PG on the game. I mean, the best defensive PG in the game. If I had him, that would have been great, but I don't have him yet. But and I probably won't get him because the time has passed. But regardless, he plays at 6'4". He plays way much bigger because he has a 95 interior defense with 90 strength. So there's nothing you can really say about that. He does have a slow release. Yes, he has a slow release. He doesn't have the greatest SIGs, but I value defense more than anything. And this guy's an absolute dog. And everybody knows if you see Jason Kidd guarding you, you're just not going to be able to get an easy bucket. You can have the big body screens all you want to. Jason Kidd is going to absolutely demolish you. He has really good high pass perception. And then again, like I said, he still has good badges. As far as finishing, he still has shooting, all that. The defense is what really shines here. I added brick wall and chase down on him, so he has both of these on gold. But regardless, if you was fortunate enough to be able to pull him, you are in a great position because you have the second best, and I don't even want to say second best, one of the best defensive PGs on the game, okay? Now, let's go look at my other PG that I rock with, and this is going to be my number 3, and that's going to be Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway, 6'7", 6'10" wingspan. He's tall. Again, really good defense. Now, again, he'll probably like a top 5 in defense, but what sets him apart from, what put him over Jason Kidd was that he has a better release. He also has better SIGs, okay? So that's just kind of how you have it. Again, Trae Young escape. He has Tim Hardaway combo and breakdown moves. He has Kobe moving cross. I mean, like, you just can't ask for anything. That Penny has one of the best spins in the game. So I love that aspect about him. His shot and Jason Kidd's shot are pretty much the same. They're not the quickest. They're kind of like B tier. But again, he's 6'7", J Kidd's 6'4". So, but the irony behind it is that even though I have Penny above him, Jason Kidd and Penny Hardaway, Jason Kidd actually starts from Unlimited. Penny Hardaway comes off the bench and replaces him. And the only reason again is because he has just a better defense. But regardless, I still feel like Penny's a better card. I just feel like I just want to have the defense. But I can see other people having Penny Hardaway above Jason Kidd. Okay. Now we're going to talk about our top 2. So number 2 is the best offensive PG in the game, and it's not even close. All right. That's James Harden Pro Pass. This dude's an absolute dog. When I tell you that, like, he's so good that when I started bringing him in at the shooting guard spot because he can just create. Like, he has an insane leaner with separation. He has absolutely insane SIGs. His jump shot is one of the easiest and quickest to time. He is just very slippery. He gets open. All of James Harden SIGs, if you know how to master it, which I feel like I did pretty good at mastering it, right? His behind the back is really good. You just ask for a screen, get to behind the back, get that person hitting that screen, pull up 3, bang, right? Or leaners, right? All day, every day, his leaners are great. To me, it is good too because he's I want to say he's free. He's free as far as like, the non-pro pass. But the reason why I say pro pass, because, the pro pass has it very quick. But for $9, $10 to be able to get, to me, the best offensive PG in the game, right, is a no-brainer. Like he's better than Shai Gilgeous. He's better than Kade Cunningham. He just is an overall better card. He has better releases. Kade Cunningham has a quick release too, but I feel like James Harden is easier to time. Kade Cunningham or Shai Gilgeous has no way, shape, or form anything near a leaner as James Harden. James Harden is literally falling out of the freaking screen with his what does he have? He has pro leaner with his jumper is amazing. So to me, it's just a no-brainer. His numbers are just off the charts offensively. Yes, he is not a great defensive card, right? But his offensive prowess, the ability to be able to score at will, it just puts him above anybody else in this game outside of my number one. But he's just a dog. He's a dog, and I do have him on my bench. I'm unlimited. He doesn't play much because, I ended up pulling Brandon Roy. So I have Brandon Roy and Klay Thompson. But then when I need offense, I would literally, if Brandon Roy's getting tired, I'll put James Harden over Klay Thompson just to try to get some more buckets, get easier opportunities to score. Okay, so that's why he's my number two. And then last but not least, number one, I feel like just the best card all around on this game is going to be Lonzo Ball. I tried my hardest to get him. 2K doesn't want me to be great, but this is basically Jason Kidd with just 2 inches more of height and wingspan. And that's what makes him great. If I don't see him a lot in Unlimited, so a lot of people don't have him, wasn't able to get him, which is a good thing because you don't have to worry about facing him, but he is just an absolute dog. I mean, I don't even know what else to say. This man is a dog. Like, I look at his numbers all day, every day. I played a few of them, and I'm just like, bruh, he has an extraordinary quick release, right? Very quick release, right? Devin Booker dribble style, which again is, to me, is like the third best dribble style on the game. And then, of course, he has Kobe Bryant combo and breakdown moves. But some people will say like, oh, well, no, this ain't Kobe. Like, some people really say Kobe Bryant SIGs ain't good. I'm like, y'all must not know how to work that card because Kobe Bryant SIGs are insane. The James Harden move step back. He has Allen Iverson moving behind the back. So his standing behind the back and moving behind. So his moving behind the back is basically Jason Tatum. All right. His standing behind the back is basically like a DeMar DeRozan type, or maybe a little bit less, maybe like a Andrew Wiggins. But regardless, it's good enough to be able to utilize on screens. And again, so much defense, and I just love this card. I wish I would have had him, but again, I wasn't fortunate enough to get him. There's no weaknesses in this card at all. So there you have it, my nephews and nieces. These are my top 10 PGs. Let me know in the comment section what you believe your top 10 PGs are, and what would you change differently. But other than that, it's your favorite old head Uncle Demi. I'll be back really soon with a banger, man. You know, when I say back soon with a banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.